Hello, Sergio here. If you want to overcome anxiety or learn how to manage better, this video is for you. This is about a concept that I explain in several posts, several written posts that I made recently about what I call a safety net, which is a process that you develop for yourself to be able to, every time you're triggered, get back to normal. Allows you to reset your stress response, allows you to calm down again, and progressively allows you to challenge yourself to face situations that would be otherwise impossible to cope with. But with this strategy, using a safety net, you'll be confident enough to challenge yourself and to overcome your challenges. So this concept came to me the first time when I started challenging myself to deal with situations that I couldn't cope with. And with time, as I tried it once and twice and three times and again and kept repeating it over time, I realized that I needed something to calm myself down, because my stress response would make it so that was impossible to deal with the situation. I stopped being rational. I just wanted to get out of there. Therefore, I wasn't improving anything. In fact, in many situations, I felt I was getting worse because I didn't know how to deal with what appeared inside of me, with the emotions, with the triggers, with the overwhelming sensations and the thoughts of self-hatred and just get out of here thoughts that I was having at the time. So the feeling that I had was that I was walking on a tightrope and it was very windy and I was a little bit like today and I was losing my balance all the time and anything would make me fall. And that would mean that many times I would just run away to my house, to my room, I mean, and try to deal with the situation there. So slowly I started implementing this strategy of a safety net. So first, what this meant was just I would get back to my room and try to use meditation to calm myself down. Sometimes was possible, other times wasn't. And in the beginning, it was not very useful because I could do it only in my room. So slowly I started figuring out strategies and practices that allowed me to do that during the stress response, in the situations, either talking to someone that would be difficult to me or in a situation that would be really challenging to me. So there are three things that you can do here. One thing is preparation, is before you enter a situation that you already know that it's going to be challenging. So you need to define the right attitude, you need to have the right mindset. Mindsets can enter here. And you might even also consider, like, if this happens, I can use this exercise. If that happens, I can do this or that, or I can focus on some other thing. And so before you enter a situation, there's already many things that you can do and you should do. One is having the right attitude and then making sure you are prepared as much as you can. Let's say having the right skills. If you want to enter a social situation that you need social skills, you need to be something, a plan for it. That can be a decision that, okay, I'm going to say hello to at least three people today. You enter the situation, you can feel a reaction within your body, but you are focusing on one thing. First, hello. So you go to someone and you do your best and say, hello, I am Sergio. Nice to meet you. And then if you're not able to cope with anything anymore, you leave that person and you try to again focus. What's the second task? Second hello, and so on. You break it down into little steps that you can cope with, and this involves the preparation. Now, during this process, in this case I'm giving an example of social anxiety, but it might not be, it might be other types of anxiety. You can also have strategies to calm yourself down. I'll give you a few examples that are simple to use. They are effective of course they have limitations, but they are something that you can play with, which is things like focusing on your feet, on the sensation of your feet with the ground. Instead of being lost in your tsunami of thoughts, you bring your attention to your feet, and if you want to go to talk to someone, you just focus on your feet and walk. If you want to get closer to the DJ, you focus on your feet and walk, or to a table if it's a party, to get a drink or some food. Because when you're anxious, every little step leads to overthinking, and then that fuels anxiety even more. So putting your attention in something else, such like your feet and the fact that you're walking and moving, really helps a lot with that. So these are strategies to do during the situation. And then there's sometimes you are triggered too much and you just need to leave the situation. That happened to me a lot, that I'll find myself in my room and then I'll have to sit down, and I used to focus in my body to calm myself down. The breath is the best thing you can do. Although, in some cases, anxiety is strongly connected with trauma, and the sensations inside your body are so overwhelming that if you are alone, it can make it worse if you focus on your body. So you have a second option, that is, if you're alone, the sensations you're feeling are too overwhelming, you can focus on something outside of you, outside of your body. You can look at an object, you can listen to sounds. Is this sound close? Is it far away? And you keep switching between the sounds, between the things that you can see through your window, what I can see, this and that. Looking at objects with different colors. Let's locate 5 objects that are green, this, that one, that other. 5 objects that are red, 5 objects that are white, and you keep doing that. Anything outside, if the sensations in your body are too overwhelming, eventually you will have to switch to your body. But if you are alone, might not be advisable to do so. If you can cope with the sensations, definitely go for the body. Use your breath to relax. Notice the tensions in your body and relax your muscles accordingly. This is really effective, and really start playing around with this and building your own safety net, your process that you go through before and in the situation, and after the situation when you have to leave, and see what works for you. If this strategy that I mentioned here don't work for you, there are many more. Maybe for you, your safety net is listening to music after, or drawing, or writing. For me, writing was always a big thing, and playing guitar as well, just to get a sense of safety back into my body. That's what the safety net is for. To regain the sense of safety, to calm yourself down, and to be ready for the next try. This concept of safety net for me is absolutely essential for any work with anxiety, even if you're doing therapy. Because therapy sessions themselves can be challenging and triggering, and you might feel a lot of instability after sessions. So this really applies to any approach that you're using to deal with your anxiety. Regaining your sense of safety. That's a very important thing. That's all for today. I hope this video is helpful. This concept is part of my program, my Weight Week program, Anxiety No More. So if you want help developing the safety net for yourself, if you have tried many things that didn't work and you want to give this a try, then contact me through email, direct message, or leave a comment below if you want to ask a question. That's all for today. I'm Sergio Santos, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.